Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 19. We have been hearing how Yayāti Maharaj, he he's telling his wife Devayani that even after thousands of years of sense enjoyment, doesn't feel satisfied. There's no satisfaction in his heart. And now he wants to completely dedicate, he wants to renounce everything, dedicate himself completely in devotional service. And Devayani, she's understanding what her husband told her. She understood the story of the he goat and she goat, and she's going to follow him now. So reading on, Sa Sanivasam Suridam
Tasanivasam Shuddham
Prapayam Eva Gachatam
Prapayam Iva Gacchatam
Bhikya Yeshvara Tantranam
Vidyayeshwara
Pranam
Tantrana
Maya Virachitam Prabho
Maya
Maya
Virachitam
Virachitam
Prabhu
Sarvatra Sangam Utsrajya
Sarvatra Sangam Utsrajya
Swapnapam Yena Bhargavi
Swapnam Vena Bhargavi
Krishne Mana Samaveshya
Krishne Manasamaveshya
Vyaduno Lingam Atmanaha.
Vyadhuno Lingam Atmana.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Thereafter, Devayani, the daughter of Shukracharya, understood that the materialistic association of husband, friends, and relatives is like the association in a hotel full of tourists. The relationships of society, friendship, and love are created by the Maya of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, exactly as in a dream. By the grace of Krishna, Devayani gave up her imaginary position in the material world. Completely fixing her mind upon Krishna, she achieved liberation from the gross and subtle bodies. One should be convinced that he is a spirit soul, part and parcel of the Supreme Brahman, Krishna, but has somehow or other been entrapped by the material coverings of the gross and subtle bodies consisting of earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. So at the beginning of the story, we may have wondered, oh, why are we hearing about Devayani falling in the well and how she's behaving? Or why are we hearing? But now we can see that she has gotten liberation. She understood what her husband is telling her. So Prabhupada is saying that one should be convinced that he is a spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. We are thinking we are the body, I'm the body, I'm the body, whole day, all our time and energy is going with that belief, I am the body. But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling us, you're not the body, we are the soul. So there are two types of coverings, two types of material body that we are having. What are those?
Gross and subtle.
Yeah, the gross body and the subtle body. So subtle body is also a material covering. One should know that the association of society, friendship, love, nationalism, religion, and so on are nothing but creations of Maya. So one may say, what? I'm giving my full time, my full energy to my my family, my society, my friends, my nation. But here Bhagavatam is telling us, Sukadev Goswami is telling us, it's all Maya, exactly in a dream. He's using the word that Devayani understood that the association of husband, friends, and relatives is like the association in a hotel full of tourists. Tourists come for some time in a hotel, live together, and then each goes on their own different journey. Coming from a journey, meeting at a certain place, and then again going on off in different journeys. But then when we meet, then because of this influence of Maya, we start identifying. We say, no, this is mine, this is mine. So by Krishna's mercy, Devayani was able to come out of this illusion. She was able to fix her mind on Krishna. She became liberated. One's only business is to become Krishna conscious and render service unto Krishna as extensively as possible for a living being. So one's only business. We are thinking, oh, this is my business, that is my business. Getting into others' business is my business. Sometimes we meddle too much in other people's affairs, but actually our own business, our only business is to become Krishna conscious and serve Krishna. In this way, one is liberated from material bondage. By the grace of Krishna, Devayani attained this state through the instructions of her husband. Comments? Okay, going on then. Namastubhyam Bhagavate
Namastobhyam
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya Vedase
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya Vedase
Sarvabhuta Divasaya
Sarvabhuta Adivaya
Sarvabhutadevasaya
Shantaya Brahate Namaha.
Shantaya
Shantaya
Brahate
Brihate
Namaha.
Namaha.
O Lord Vasudeva, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are the creator of the entire cosmic manifestation. You live as the super soul in everyone's heart and are smaller than the smallest. Yet you are greater than the greatest and are all pervading. You appear completely silent, having nothing to do, but this is due to your all pervading nature and your fullness and all opulences. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. How Devayani became self-realized by the grace of her great husband Maharaj Yayāti is described here. Describing such realization is another way of performing the bhakti process. Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. Hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 23. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling us how to engage in devotional service. What's the process? So he's giving us this 9 processes. What are the 9 processes of devotional service?
Hearing, chanting, and
Yeah.
remembering, offering worship, serving the lotus feet, offering respectful worship, offering prayers, becoming
Make seven. Two more.
Surrendering
Nivedanam.
to Him.
Sakyam.
Yeah, Sakyam.
Mm.
Also considering the
Yes,
Lord one's best friend and surrendering
yes.
everything. So these are the 9 processes. Shravanam, Kirtanam. Hearing and chanting are especially important. So for us, especially at our stage, we're beginning, we're beginning the devotional service, the process of devotional service. For us, Shravanam, Kirtanam, very, very important. Hearing and chanting. Hearing about Krishna and chanting His glories, His names. When we hear properly, we will be able to chant properly. When we hear and chant properly, we will be able to remember Him. And then, of course, then we can worship, serve Him with love. So by hearing from her husband about the greatness of Lord Vasudeva, Devayani certainly became convinced and surrendered herself unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is knowledge. So Devayani, she heard the knowledge from her husband, and with full faith, she was convinced about this knowledge. We can see that she heard it once she's hearing this knowledge from Maharaj Yayāti. And she's immediately convinced and she's surrendering to Krishna immediately. So this is knowledge. Bhaunam janmanamante jnanvan mam prapadyate. Surrender to Vasudeva is the result of hearing about him for many, many births. As soon as one surrenders unto Vasudeva, one is liberated immediately. Because of her association with her great husband Maharaj Yayāti, Devayani became purified, adopted the means of bhakti yoga, and thus became liberated. So Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyante. Prabhupada is saying, how does one come to surrender? Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, after many, many births and deaths, one who is actually in knowledge surrenders to me. So when has been hearing and hearing, then one can completely surrender to Krishna. And as soon as one is surrendered to Krishna, that is liberation. We don't need to separately endeavor for liberation. Krishna says, right? Devi yesha gunamai mam maya taratyaya mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam taranti. He's saying this material energy very difficult to overcome. Surrender to me can easily cross beyond it. So surrender to Krishna. Okay. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 9th canto, 19th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled King Yayāti Achieves Liberation. Any questions?
So both of them, like even Devyani got liberated, right?
Yeah.
With,
Devyani also, she listened to her husband.
Hmm.
She listened to him. And then
And
she
she was
also got
convinced, right?
liberated.
Yeah.
She was
And she was
convinced.
convinced that this is it. Wow.
Yeah, this is it.
Hmm. Yeah. Nice.
He got liberated. He completely surrendered. He got liberated. And listening to him, Devayani also got liberated. Hmm.
Okay. And one thing I was just asking that you compared the body, no, the hotel and the tourist.
Hmm. Yeah. Hotel and the tourist. Sukadev Goswami are saying that all our material relationships is like that.
Okay.
Materialistic association of husband, friends, and relatives is like association in a hotel full of tourists. Why am saying like that? Tourists are coming from different parts and staying in a hotel for some time. All coming, different people are coming from different parts, right? And they are
Yeah.
right now in that hotel for a certain time, all of them are together. But soon, each is gonna go again on their different journey. So I feel it's like such a nice example Sukadev Goswami is saying. So we each of us are also on our own separate journey. And then we are meeting here for a certain time. And then each of us is going to go on our own journeys once we leave the body.
Or we can even put it as like this place is a traveler's inn. Like it's not permanent. We are here
Yeah,
for some
hotel,
time.
travelers inn, that's
Traveler's
right.
inn.
Yeah, this place this is what um, Sukadev Goswami is saying that, yeah,
Yeah.
that this material world is like travelers inn right now. We are with these relationships. This is all the work of Maya.
Yeah, and we think that, this is permanent, but it is not. This world, this place, material, this earth, we have to go, yeah, one day, right?
Yeah,
We take it
Yeah,
as it's permanent. Yeah.
because how long can we stay in a hotel?
How long can we? Yeah.
We can't make hotel our home. This is a
yeah,
really nice example. If we nice analogy, like comparison. So if we
yeah,
think in that way, we'll always remember that we are in a hotel and we are meeting, so we have to go back home.
yeah. Staying for some time.
Hmm.
Hotel people stay together for some time. And then each goes again on their own journey.
Yeah,
So surrender to Krishna. Now we may say, oh, but I'm thinking this reality, this is what I'm so bound. Hearing the knowledge also, but I'm not able to realize this knowledge. What shall I do? I'm not able to realize that this is a dream and I'm thinking this is who I am. Then what shall we do?
still
Surrender.
here and chant. Still here and chant.
Yeah, hear and chant and surrender.
And
That's right.
surrender.
Yeah, continue
What
to
a
hear and
transformation,
chant.
no? For Devayani, what she was,
Yeah,
totally transformed. Yeah.
total transformation. Yeah. Maharaj Yayāti also, that he wanted to enjoy so much that he told his son, I still want to enjoy. You give me your youth
Yeah.
and you take my
Live
old
there.
age. But enjoying so much, so much, so much, he said, I'm enjoying so much, but I don't feel any satisfaction. I don't know if you all have gone through this. We may, that's what we do, right? Bhog and tyag and bhog and tyag. Like
Yeah.
we want to enjoy something and then we have too much of it, but then we are like, okay, now it's enough. Now I need a break.
Yes. Yeah.
But then what we do, we go back to it again. We're always alternating. Oh, I love to eat this food. And every day, even if we eat, then we'll, after 4 or 5 days, we'll be like sick of it. Oh my God, I don't want it anymore. Yeah. And then we may pick up something else. But here Maharaj Yayāti is saying, okay, I'm done now. I've tried everything. I've done everything. Thousands of years I've enjoyed. No more. And see, the real enjoyment is in devotional service. That's how we'll be really able to enjoy. Should we read the introduction to this summary to chapter 20?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Chapter 20, the dynasty of Puru. This chapter describes the history of Puru and his descendant, Dushmanta. The son of Puru was Janmajaya, and his son was Prachinvan. The sons and grandsons in the line of Prachinvan, one after another, were Pravira, Manusyu, Charupad, Sudyu, Bahugav, Samyati, Ahamyati, and Rodrashva. Rodrashva had 10 sons: Riteyu, Kaksheyu, Sthandileyu, Kriteyuka, Jaleyu, Sanateyu, Dharmeyu, Satyeyu, Ratyeyu, and Vanyeyu. The son of Riteyu was Rantina, who had 3 sons: Sumati, Dhruv, and Apratirtha. The son of Apratirtha was Kanva, and Kanva's son was Medhatithi. The sons of Medhatithi, headed by Praskanna, were all Brahmanas. The son of Rantinav, named Sumati, had a son named Rebi, and his son was Dushmanta. While hunting in the forest, Dushmanta once approached the ashram of Maharishi Kanva, where he saw an extremely beautiful woman and became attracted to her. That woman was the daughter of Vishwamitra, and her name was Shakuntala. Her mother was Menaka, who had left her in the forest, where Kanva Muni found her. Kanva Muni brought her to his ashram, where he raised and maintained her. When Shakuntala accepted Maharaj Dushmanta as her husband, he married her according to the Gandharva Vidhi. Shakuntala later became pregnant by her husband, who left her in the ashram of Kanva Muni and returned to his kingdom. In due course of time, Shakuntala gave birth to a Vaishnav son, but Dushmanta, having returned to the capital, forgot what had taken place. Therefore, when Shakuntala approached him with a newly born child, Maharaj Dushmanta refused to accept them as his wife and son. Later, however, after a mysterious omen, the king accepted them. After Maharaj Dushmanta's death, Bharat, the son of Shakuntala, was enthroned. He performed many great sacrifices in which he gave great riches and charity to the Brahmanas. This chapter ends by describing the birth of Bharadwaj and how Maharaj Bharat accepted Bharadwaj as his son. So we are going to hear the story of Dushmanta, Shakuntala, and Bharat, and we'll continue with it tomorrow. Stop here. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shla Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare